I know you're ready. Let's see. Okay, we are live. I'm going to hit the record, and we should be live. We are. It says we're streaming live on Facebook. So, welcome to the next segment of A Day of Light and Love. And this is going to be translated as we speak from English to Spanish. Do you want to um, translate me at this point what I've said, Angel-ica?
Absolutely. Claro que sí. Bienvenidos a este precioso, divino momento de amor y luz que trae a nosotros nuestra queridísima Jeanne Fritch. Nosotros la llamamos Dr. G. La queremos mucho, pero estamos muy agradecidos de estar aquí con ustedes, trayéndoles un mensaje de amor.
This is an event that we live stream every hour for every other hour for 24 hours to serve those who will benefit from the voices, the stories, and the wisdom of the leaders who are sharing.
Este es un evento que se va a estar transmitiendo por 24 horas para traerles un mensaje de amor, y todos los colaboradores estarán integrándose con su conocimiento acerca de lo que es el amor y la luz en este momento que vivimos.
And these leaders freely give their time to the world during this event, and we appreciate that.
Todas las personas que están participando están colaborando de una manera gratuita para estar presentes con todos ustedes.
And so in this segment, I'm honored to introduce you to someone who I adore, Angel-ica Deer.
I adore you too. Bueno, aquí estoy con Jeanne. Mi nombre es Angel-ica Díaz y vamos a compartir con ustedes un momento de claridad, de amor, de esperanza en este momento.
And the reason that I adore you so much is because you truly embody love.
Oh, gracias. My friend, my beautiful friend, thank you. Ella acaba de mencionar que le encanta compartir conmigo porque le gusta como yo transmito amor, y eso es algo que me viene del alma. Gracias.
Amazing. Well, I don't want to slow down the conversation, but you're certainly going to be working at this because you're going to be answering and you're going to be translating. And I honor you for doing that for your Spanish-speaking community.
Bueno, a mí me da mucho gusto poder traducir para Jeanne. Ella está diciendo que está muy emocionada por empezar a preguntarme ciertas cosas que estaré contestando en inglés y en español.
Okay, so we're here. It is Christmas. And Christmas is more than just Feliz Navidad.
Oh, yes. La Navidad para nosotros es más que solo una celebración. Para nosotros los creyentes de Jesucristo es el renacimiento, la experiencia del renacimiento de Él cada 24 de diciembre. Yes, Jeanne, it is an amazing time.
It is an amazing time. And we're celebrating really the birth of someone who walked amongst us and changed the world.
Yes, he did. Absolutely. He is such an inspiration, and he brought so much love into the world as the Son of God. And I truly can tell you that I feel in my heart the hurt, because after 90,000 years, we still not fully recognize him as the Son of God. So that's one of my quests, I believe. That's one of my missions, to put his name and honor it in every moment, in every breath that I get to have.
And you do that. Now I'm going to let you translate all that.
Bueno, estamos hablando de cómo la presencia de Dios, nuestro Jesucristo divino, nos ha venido a traer tanto amor y esperanza al mundo entero. Y después de 1990 años, seguimos sin reconocerlo como hijo de Dios. Y de mi parte es una misión traerles a ustedes la vida y la presencia de Dios con todo lo que yo escribo y con todo lo que yo comparto desde mi página.
So a lot of people that are either watching the rebroadcast of this or they're doing the live stream with us right now may not know you. So I want you to share a little bit about you. You're the mother of 5, or is it 6?
No, 5.
5. Oh,
5.
yeah,
5.
please, 5. I know your
5.
last children that were born are twins.
Yes, they're amazing children. I'm very, very blessed.
You are
very blessed mother. For the longest, that was my, still is one of my, missions to raise them and to grow with them. But as they keep growing, I have found that God is in a way, I call it like, it's like my real work, my real presence is require what he requires of me, and I'm present for him. So it becomes a relationship. It becomes this space of love and companionship. But as we let it grow, it becomes just an amazing life to live and share with all the people here.
And now you get to translate that.
Yes. Mi querida amiga Jenny me acaba de preguntar que cuántos hijos tengo, y sí, yo le comento que tengo 5 niños. Estoy muy orgullosa de ser madre, pero por otra parte, mi trabajo real es el que yo mantengo con mi contacto divino con Dios. Mi presencia la requiere Él en tantas cosas que yo estoy con mucha devoción presente para lo que Él tenga que mandar como mensaje. Últimamente he sentido que es más un mensaje de amor para todos. I was just adding up, Jenny, that it feels that is a messenger, of love, because it keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, and things that we cannot believe, we have to see to believe. That's why you might find that strong relationship between me and finding the heart that you were mentioning in the interview earlier today.
Yes, I was mentioning to Angel-ica that I have been following her on Facebook for a few years now, and the consistency of the visual representation of a heart that she finds in nature, like it's constant. Like I was saying, she can cut a kiwi and there's a heart, like it's the shape of a heart inside. I saw you once post an avocado. I'm like, okay, I see a lot of avocados, but the pit is out and there's a heart, or the clouds will have a heart, or the way that you're taking a picture at the beach and your kids are there. The sun will be coming beautiful through the clouds and there'll be a heart. It's very distinct with every picture. I know you have to translate this now, so I'll slow down.
Yes, no, it's okay. Estamos hablando de cómo siempre que yo corto algo, puede ser un kiwi o un aguacate, siempre encuentro yo una forma de corazón. Y para ella es algo sorprendente. Al principio para mí también era muy sorprendente, pero así como he avanzado en mi relación con Dios, me doy cuenta que es una manera de comunicarnos, de que Él me dice el mensaje que Él quiere que yo comparta con la demás gente, que yo le puedo decir a todos ustedes de cómo el amor de Dios es infinito y está presente en todos lados, siempre y cuando nosotros estemos dispuestos a escucharle y a honrarle precisamente. ¿No? Esto me emociona tanto porque lo vivo diario. I literally live this every day. Every day, I was cutting an eggplant the other day, and there was a heart, and I'm like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much." You know,
I love
that
that you,
gratitude.
yes, you recognize it. You were saying when we were speaking earlier, you were saying that it's like the more your heart opens, the more your connection with God increases, the more love that you just feel flowing. And it's like, it's almost like magnetically, you like the more hearts that you see, but it's really
Yes,
coming from the inside. And it's like your lens is such that you see it's all around all of us,
it is. It
but you
is. It's
see it because you're tuned
willing.
in, you're willing. Oh, I love
I'm
that. You're
willing. I'm
willing.
willing. I think everyone who is willing to experience whatever we want to experience, you know, call it God, call it, you know, new experiences, call it just goodness, wellness, abundance. We have to be able to be willing, you know, to be present for what we want. Um, for me, I can tell you right now, it's not anymore about material things, what I long for, but just for the next moment, you know, just the next moment where I get to feel this thrill of fully being loved. And I can only find joy from this experience. And I'm like, why cannot, you know, how can I transmit this to everyone so they can see that by them just being present just for a few minutes every day, being in silence, being in a meditation, being on a deep prayer, this is what they will get, you know. This is the reward,
Mm.
you know. This is the heaven on earth. I I I think ever since I was a little girl, it puzzled me. Why do we have to rest in peace? How can we not live in peace and bring that heaven into our existence, you know? And it's there. We just have to be willing, 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 willing. And that willingness matches God's willingness. And then we are right there,
Wow.
you know, on this relationship.
Now you have to translate all that.
Sí. Es muy bello poder compartir con mi amiga Jenny cómo me siento yo cada que siento esta energía, esta comunicación entre lo que es Dios en nuestra presencia cuando nosotros ponemos de nuestra parte, cuando hacemos nuestro esfuerzo, cuando estamos en oración o en meditación, porque siempre que nosotros estemos dispuestos, Dios está dispuesto para nosotros. Dios es esta energía a la que uno puede casi tocar con el sentimiento, con el corazón. No es algo que tenga uno que ver. Y eso es una experiencia increíble, increíblemente hermosa. Y me gustaría que todos ustedes pudieran meditar un poquito más, rezar con más pasión, compartir esa devoción para que Dios también nos escuchara inmediatamente y les hiciera llegar un mensaje como los que me llegan a mí, porque yo soy igualita que ustedes. Yo soy exactamente una persona normal con las mismas habilidades que ustedes. Tengo 5 hijos y eso es un roller coaster que sube y baja, pero cuando yo estoy presente, Dios siempre está conmigo. I was just telling them that I personally have a roller coaster, you know, going on in my life. I'm just like anyone else. I'm like you. I'm like anybody else. The only difference is that maybe I'm willing, to be in a longer meditation, on a deeper prayer. And that's how this relationship has been growing.
I'm glad that you took the conversation in that direction. I appreciate that because really this event is for people who either feel they feel alone, somehow they feel disconnected, or there was a loss of a significant loved one. Any loved one is significant, right? Or there's a separation from family this year, from feeling loved, from being able to celebrate the season, or create those happy memories in the now. And I'm just wondering if you could share, because the one thing that I do know about you, Angel-ica, you have a very your walk with God is very sure-footed. I don't know if that's a term that you are familiar with, but it's very constant. It's very strong. You're always connected. Now you've just said, deeper prayer, deeper meditation. How about someone who doesn't have, struggles with that connection? What would you recommend to them in order for them to allow, um, to allow something greater to grow within themselves? And now
Yes,
you have to translate that.
sí, sí, claro. Mi amiga Jenny me está preguntando que cómo podemos alcanzar una comunicación más profunda con Dios, cómo podemos alcanzar eso cuando nos sentimos desconectados o no con la misma certeza de que Dios está presente para nosotros. Y yo lo que les puedo decir es que para cada persona la experiencia es distinta. Lo que yo hago probablemente no le funcione a todos, pero sí es un camino seguro. Meditar, rezar. Por ejemplo, a mí me encanta alabar a Dios y lo puedo alabar con canciones que son para Dios, como para honrar su nombre, ¿no? Entonces, si a mí me gusta una canción que sea dedicada a Dios, yo la canto y la canto y la canto y me apasiono y de pronto ya me siento como muy, muy con paz, relajada y en, siento la presencia o ese latir del corazón que me dice, alcancé un momento muy bello en este momento de devoción. Entonces a veces, si a ti te gusta cantar y te puedes conectar con una alabanza a nuestro Señor Jesucristo, a Dios, inténtalo y verás que es el camino a Dios es muy fácil. No se ve, se siente. El camino a Dios se siente. I was telling them that the way to God, it doesn't have to be a prayer all the time or a meditation for the people who cannot meditate, but it can also be as if you love to sing a gospel, that can put you on a mood to reach
Excuse me.
into the divinity of God. You know, when I feel I love to sing, so sometimes I'm just in my mind the song goes on, and on. But when I want to really get connected to Him, or at a faster speed, I will sing my gospel and simply, that yes, Jesus loves me. Absolutely. It's a reaffirmation of what I'm feeling inside of me. And immediately I feel, that abundance, that infinite compassion, love, welcoming. And I'm right there. I don't need to try hard. But for someone who is starting, how can they tap into that presence of God? Show him devotion, show him your love through that gospel song that will open your heart, and you will feel his grace right there. You know, it doesn't take long. It's just us being there, present and willingly.
That's very good advice. Very good advice. Oh,
And from there, you know, from there it comes the prayer, from there comes the gratitude, from there comes the joy, you know, of being there together. And it's a ripple effect, you know, that you carry on throughout your day. Um, you know, on one of those exercises that we had a long time ago at a class where we met with Yvonne de la Flor, uh, she asked us to monitor our thoughts. And ever since then, I mean, that was 4 years ago, maybe. Ever since then, it's very, very, you know, kind of sometimes kind of funny, right? Because if I'm in the car, I'm not listening to music. I'm not, you know, I'm not, after I drop off my kids to school, I'm on my way to, you know, doing errands or something. But from the time I get into the car, I'm like with a deep, you know, conscious thank you, thank you, thank you. And that thank you is an ongoing, you know, message of gratitude within my heart, where my heart and my mind are connected. But what I find rewarding is that I feel at peace. So I don't I don't monitor how long I do it. I don't monitor how many thank yous I do, but it's an ongoing gratitude, you know. And I feel that it comes naturally lately. I don't have to remind myself,
yeah.
oh, I gotta be grateful. It's just that, and I was mentioning to someone the other day, if another thought arises that is not thank you, then I go back to say, Jesus, you are here with me. Thank you. And then I start again, you know, because I want to be focused on this relationship. But it's beautiful. I mean, if I can master this peace within myself, that's exactly what I can share with other people, you know. Did you want me to translate?
You have to translate all of that. That's amazing.
En recientes días lo que me ha increíblemente fascinado es que me he dado cuenta de que desde el momento en que me subo al carro, es una práctica que iniciamos Jenny y yo hace 4 años con nuestra maestra Yvonne de la Flor. Ella nos pidió que monitoreáramos nuestros pensamientos. Y yo como práctica empecé a decir gracias, 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 gracias. Desde el momento en que me subí al carro hasta que llegaba a mi destino. Y últimamente me he dado cuenta que ya no es un recordatorio que lo tengo que hacer, sino que naturalmente me sale, que me subo al carro y todo momento yo voy con esta conciencia de gratitud, de gratitud, de gratitud hacia Dios, hacia Jesucristo, hacia nuestro Espíritu Santo. Y cuando de pronto me sale algún pensamiento que no tiene o que no es bienvenido o que es algo que no necesito, vuelvo a decir gracias, Dios mío, por tu presencia y gracias, gracias, gracias. Se vuelve otra vez a repetir. Esto es una manera de encontrar paz, paz interior, y a mí me llena mucho de satisfacción y de alegría y de gozo.
I so admire your capacity to, I think Yvonne calls it the brain gym, right? To be able to speak in English and then also in Spanish and convey these principles, which are sometimes hard to put into words, you know? Language sometimes it's hard to find the word that fully expresses, you know, the feeling or the connection of whatever it is that we're experiencing. So just to wrap up, because we could talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, but we did speak on how do we actualize, from your perspective, how do we actualize this, we're celebrating, Christmas is a celebration of the birth of Jesus. That's the reason for the season. And what he brought to the world, I don't think anyone can really, it would be very hard to argue that things did not change. You could just look at the way that history was forever changed by the love that he not only brought but taught. And how do we make that, how do we bring that newly into our now, into today? How do we bring peace on earth?
Into these days, right? Yeah, especially the different things that are happening all around the world. And I think his spirit wanted to unite nations through loving one another. And that is something that I hold so dearly close to my heart. That I feel like if I have the capacity to love God, I should have the capacity to love everyone I come across with. I should have the capacity to have compassion, to have understanding, to have that sense of brotherhood or sisterhood, because that's what we're here to be, brothers and sisters of one Father, one God. I in the book that I'm writing, there is a chapter that I'm dedicating as we really don't have to convert into any other religion as long as we recognize that God is the one Father we have and Jesus is his Son. We have to recognize Jesus as the Son of God to be really reunited with God our Father.
Mm.
Because that's one of the principles that Jesus brought to us when he came, and lived his life and gave it up for us. We we have the obligation to love one Father.
Mm.
No matter what religion we have, at the end, it's one source who created all of us and this world and the universe and everything in it. I cannot I, I cannot understand why at the moment that we pick up an apple or pick up any fruit, we cannot feel that connection anymore. I feel it. I'm lonesome for it, to bite into that peach and feel it juicy in my mouth. And, all that is an experience. It's an experience of feeling what God had gifted me that day. But we no longer are lonesome for that. We're lonesome for other things. And everybody has a right for their own thinking and their own beliefs. That's why we're free, to do as we please. But just by focusing on who is God in our lives and what his Son brought to us, if we can love and respect one another, I think the world will start shifting. The world will start, coming about to the harmony that we should be experiencing. Because there is heaven on earth. We just have to be willing to experience it.
Now you have to translate that.
Yes. El regalo más hermoso que Jesucristo nos ha traído a nuestro mundo es el mensaje de amarnos los unos a los otros, sin importar religiones, sin importar clases sociales, colores de piel. Nosotros no nos hemos dado la oportunidad de vivir esa presencia de Dios, ese regalo de Dios. Yo, por ejemplo, le decía a ella que es muy fácil para mí poder decir, sí, yo amo a Jesucristo, pero si no amamos y respetamos su voluntad, ¿cómo entonces vamos a encontrar la paz? ¿Cómo la vamos a experimentar y a compartir con otras personas? Y yo les pediría a ustedes que piensen, si ustedes dicen que aman a Dios, entonces tienen que amar el mandato también de Jesucristo que dijo, ámense los unos a los otros. Todos somos hermanos, todos somos hijos de un solo Dios. Cuando podamos reconocer que Dios nos mandó a Jesucristo para unificarnos, el mundo va a empezar a cambiar y nosotros vamos a empezar a experimentar lo que es tener el paraíso en esta tierra.
So what you're saying is there's an intentionality. We have to be intentional.
Yes, we have to.
We have to be intentional to choose love and to see each other as a brother and sister
Yes,
in under our Father.
under one Father. Yes, yes. If we can put aside past thoughts, past um, experiences, past beliefs of rejection, of not recognizing or thinking they're better or their words or their nothing. None of that exists if you love one Father.
Mm.
Because once you respect that, you get to see that we really are one family. Our Divine Father created this earth for us to enjoy it, not to be battling against each other. It's a different concept that puts me back into the thought of loving just one God.
Mm.
Because no matter how your God or her God or their God is called, still it's only one God.
Yes.
So it's a new experience what we are approaching with 2020. I feel like with your gift to all the community around you and around every participant is going to, get the word out there that we need to love more, we need to be more present, we need to experience where we come from and share it with the world. So whoever is, a little bit confused of who they are, why they are here, why are they experiencing so much pain? Pain is only a reflection of what we don't accept.
Mm.
But once we accept one truth,
Mm.
everything else was just our way of seeing things.
Mm. Now you have to translate that.
Yes. Dios nos ha dado la oportunidad de estar aquí y de respetarnos y de amarnos los unos a los otros. Yo le agradezco a mi amiga Jenny que nos haya invitado a todos los participantes de esta experiencia de amor y luz, porque de una u otra manera nosotros vamos a poder expresar y llevar el mensaje de amor y de luz a todos ustedes. I just want to thank you, Jenny, for taking the time yourself to put this together. It's been an amazing experience for me. 3 years in a row. I feel very honored of you considering me and inviting me again. Very, very blessed.
I'm completely honored to be sharing this conversation with you and now with whoever's called to listen to it.
There's always someone listening.
Always. Always.
There's always someone listening. And the most important person who is listening to us right now is God himself.
Mm.
You know, we have him here in our hearts, and it's within ourselves that we can put him out there to the world to share it.
Do you need to translate that?
¿Sí? Yo les agradezco mucho su presencia y le agradezco mucho a Jenny por haberme invitado por el tercer año a compartir este momento, este día. Estamos muy, muy emocionadas de poder estar con ustedes transmitiéndoles este mensaje de amor, porque cuando nosotros entendamos que nuestra presencia no es nada sin la voluntad de Dios, nuestro mensaje llegará a más gente y ustedes también podrán experimentar lo que es Dios en nuestro corazón.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenny.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing. And we'll be back. I'll be back live streaming through this page. Again, the event page didn't allow us to live stream for whatever reason. So we're doing it here. And we're back at 3 o'clock Eastern time with Paige Powers. She has an amazing story, amazing. Also a mother, very amazing story of love and light and overcoming by becoming more love.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny.
Very beautiful. And for those of you who have just so enjoyed this conversation with Angel-ica, I super encourage you to follow her on Facebook. Her name is tagged in this post, so follow her. Her connection. You're so consistent in your walk. I was telling Katerina Satori earlier that, integrity is when someone's walk and talk line up, and Katerina so embodies that integrity, as do you, Angel-ica.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, very honored.
Do you want to translate this?
Sí, claro. Tenemos la bendición de poder estar con nuestra queridísima amiga Katerina Satori. Ella también es una persona que carga la presencia de una divinidad increíble y comparte con nosotros su integridad, y nosotros muy, muy felices de poder compartir con ella, claro. Es muy, muy agradecida, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Gracias.
And Feliz Navidad. I'm sure tomorrow morning is going to be so exciting at your house. Your twins, are they 7 or 8 now?
They're 8.
They're 8.
They're 8 years old. They're in bed waiting for Santa to come.
Love it.
They are just, very, very, obviously, it was beautiful tonight that Natalie said a prayer because baby Jesus was born. And I was very touched because I didn't even ask her to do it. But she was, thank you so much, Jesus, for coming into our hearts again.
I love it.
So beautiful. Very,
it's
very
so
sweet.
Beautiful. Such a great way to say that. Thank you, baby Jesus, for coming into our hearts again.
Yes, yes. And
we
grasp on that. We grasp on that, and we hold him dearly, and we keep him in our hearts. I truly believe that as long as we keep him in our hearts and put him down from the cross, we just nurture him, we just carry him and elevate his energy into higher realms. He is in my heart. He is in my heart right now. And I truly tell you that I feel he is the one who's gonna carry us through these, all these beautiful women that you're having tonight and tomorrow are gonna present to you messages, but it's really his presence,
yes,
the one that we are carrying out there.
Yes.
In our own words, in our own way, Jesus is always there with us. And it has been for us. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. All my love.
We'll
All
see
my love to
everyone
you.
in a few hours.
Have a blessed Christmas.
Thank you, Angelica. You as well.
Bye-bye.